Right then guys, Gaff is back with the explanation to yesterday's card trick. It does require a few things. You're going to remove one of the pips off a playing card. Now the way I remove the pip off this playing card I will show you with a different card. Let's say use a 9 of diamonds. Get rid of that. I need something hard, so this is my cutting mat. The 9 of diamonds, a bit of tissue, a bit of paper, and some nail polish remover. Now you only want a little bit of dampness on this tissue. You don't want it soaking, because you do not really want to soak this card. You just want to have it damp enough that it's going to remove the pip. So you're just going to lightly rub, and you can already see the pip vanishing. This might take a couple of minutes, and you will probably have to turn this around because it gets all the ink on it. Now I might have put too much nail polish remover on this. Now this isn't working out too good for me because I'm starting to remove the other pip. But you can see a little bit of nail polish remover, a little bit of rubbing, and you will be able to remove that pip in no time. Like I say, you're going to turn this over because this is covered in the red ink now, and maybe you need to use a cleaner sheet, but you get the idea. That has literally taken, I don't know, not even a minute to pretty much rub it off. So yeah, just take your time. You might need to use a couple of bits of paper, but do not put too much nail polish remover on this. It doesn't want to be soaking. You don't want to get the card too damp. So at some point you're going to remove the pip. Get rid of that. I'm just going to wipe my hands quickly. And then you will end up with a 5 of hearts, which looks like this. So you're going to need a duplicate 5 and your 4 of hearts, which you're going to force your deck, and I've got a crimp card on the bottom. This jack is always crimped from the face down. This jack is going to sit on the bottom of the pack, followed by this 5 of hearts with the pip removed at the bottom of the pack. I'm going to place this other 5 on the top, because at some point I'm going to cut. Now in fact I think I have this 5 on the bottom. Let me just work it out. You're going to cut the cards, you're going to complete the cut, you're then going to double undercut it back to the bottom. Now right, I've got it now. You have the 5 of hearts with the pip removed above the jack, followed by the 5 of hearts, the regular 5 of hearts, and then the 4 of hearts sits on the top of the deck. So you can start out the trick by doing any fake cut you want. You can do a false shuffle if you want, but you need to maintain this 4 on the top and the 2 5s on the bottom. So you give the cards a cut. You're going to give them one more cut, but you're going to maintain a break at this point because you're going to do a riffle force. You're going to riffle down. Spectator's going to call out stop. You're just going to lift up at the back where the break is and show them this card. Now it's best that you don't see this card, because at some point throughout the trick you don't want to know what the card is. So you can show them this card. You can then spread the cards and get them to put their card wherever they like in the pack. Once they've seen this card, we're never going to see it again, so it doesn't matter where it goes. And then if you want, give the cards a cut. Now you're going to take the cards back, you're going to cut to the crimp, which will put the 5 of hearts, which has got the pip removed, on the top of the pack. So what you're going to do now is get a lift up with your thumb, a break above that top card, then you're going to double undercut that card to the bottom. You should now have the 5 of hearts on the top. You're going to say to your spectator, would you be impressed if after all that I've cut your card to the top? All you're going to do when you're squaring up the deck, you're going to get a pinky pull down on that bottom card, turn it into a thumb break. You're going to swing cut the top deck, pointing to this card, and use the deck to turn it over and show them the 5 of hearts. Now it's probably advisable to let them see this for a second or two so they can see the 5 of hearts. Turn it over. You're going to deposit that in the gimmicked 5, push it off, place it on top of this packet, slide everything over, and they say it wasn't the 5, and you can now show the 5 again. So it wasn't the 5. You just slide this out now with your fingers on this bottom right hand corner. You can show the 5 and your fingers will cover that pip. It wasn't the 5. What was it? It was the 4. Right, let me just see if we can do something with this 5 and remove the pip. So that's it, guys. It's just for fun, but we'll run through it once more because I know sometimes my tutorials can be confusing. Right, so you start out with your crimp card on the bottom, the gimmick 5 of hearts on bottom of that, followed by the regular 5 of hearts. The 4 of hearts will sit on the top. We'll do some fake cuts. You're going to cut and maintain the break and do a riffle force. Call that stop right here. Remember this card for me. Although you do not see this card, just take it off, say, look, remember this card, I'll show you, I'll turn away. Tell you what, put it wherever you want in the pack. Let's say they place it here. Square it all up. You're going to cut the pack because you need to cut the pack, making sure this jack is on the bottom. Lift up on the top card, double undercut that to the bottom. Say to your spectator, would you be impressed if I cut your card to the top, pointing to this card. Turn it over, show the 5 of hearts. Turn it over, depositing this card, push it off on the top. Once again, show the 5 of hearts. It wasn't the 5. Bugger. What about if we can do something with the 5 and turn it into the 4? So that's it, guys. It's just 2 minutes of your time. It's a lot easier to remove the pip on this 5 because you've got quite a bit of space. You don't have to worry about rubbing a slight bit of this off. In certain lights you can see, because this looks like this almost looks like a glossy finish where the normal white is. This looks like a matte finish, so you can see you've rubbed it off, but they're probably never going to notice that. I mean, if I look at it dead on, I can't see it, but certain angles you can see it. But yes, just some standard nail polish remover. Sparingly on this, you don't want this card to get too wet if possible, and that's it. So I've got another 5 or 4 of hearts. What am I going to do with that now? No idea, but smash the like button, guys, subscribe to the Gaff Academy, post notifications on, and we'll see you tomorrow for another card trick. Cheers.